Hi, these comments are for AM. This is Michael from bettertoeflscores.com. Also, my website, onlinetoeflcourse.com. And you are from Kabul, Afghanistan, and you want me to evaluate a writing practice test for free, and that's what I'm going to do right now. So, first of all, Happy New Year 2022 to you and your family. Hope you guys are having a wonderful start to the new year. Now, the first thing is I have the actual rubrics that ETS uses here to grade the writing, and then I actually have your essay here. So the question is, teachers should be paid according to how much your students learn. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement, right? And this is what you wrote here. So I just read it, and I'm taking a look here. So we got 334 words. I think that you need to develop your ideas a bit more, and especially this first paragraph. It looks like you're copying a template from ToeflResources.com. Don't do that. I wouldn't do that. So the owner there, he likes to have really short introductory paragraphs, and also he uses this thesis, which doesn't really organize the essay very well. And everybody uses exactly the same thing. So I think my first bit of advice is to expand the introduction instead of 49 words to about 100 words. And then I feel this way for two reasons. You need to have a more specific thesis that frames what you're saying in these particular paragraphs. Right? Now, as I read through it, I see a lot of errors, a lot of sentence structure and word choice errors. So let me just show you one example here. You say first, students' intelligence, and I'm going to make this a plural possessive noun. Students intelligent. How about levels are different? And then maybe here you might put so. It would not be fair. You want to put if. I'm going to put if education systems or institutes calculate teachers' salary here. Again, make this a plural possessive noun, not a singular possessive noun. Or institutes calculate teachers' salary based. You want to put on students' performances. That would be how I would at least just make the changes in that one paragraph. So you can see that I made quite a few changes in a single sentence, and if I continue reading through the rest of the essay, I make those the same number of changes in almost every sentence there. So I think you need to improve your sentence structure, your word choice, and also that introductory paragraph along with the thesis statement. So because of these problems, I was looking at the actual rubrics that ETS uses to evaluate it, and you're between 2 and 3 really. That's where you are. So I think you're in the 3 area here. Addresses a topic and task using somewhat developed explanations, examples, and or details. Displays unity, progression, and coherence, though connection of ideas may be occasionally obscured. I think both of these things kind of explain your organization and development of ideas. However, when it comes to the grammar areas, I think a noticeably inappropriate choice of words or word forms, an accumulation of errors in sentence structure and or usage. So I think you have 2 problems in this area. Right? So I'm going to put you at 2.5 to 3. I'm going to give you a score of 18 to 20 points out of 30 on this particular practice test for the reasons I just explained. And if you're interested, I have different kinds of courses to help you. I actually have a TOEFL writing boot camp course, but I don't think that your writing is high enough for that particular course. So my recommendation is, and I don't know what your budget is, and I'm not going to make any assumptions here. I think there's two things that would be helpful for you right now, and I don't know if you can afford these things, but I'll make the recommendations nonetheless. First, if you go over to onlinetoeflcourse.com, I recommend my 90-day TOEFL course. That'll give you the vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, reading, listening, speaking, and writing practice that you need over an extended period of time to help you advance your English proficiency. That would be my first suggestion. And I think that course is $99 for complete access for 90 days, and you get feedback on both your writing and speaking practice. So that's a really inexpensive course, and you do get feedback from me in that area. The second suggestion is, and you may or may not be able, this may not fit your budget, but I'm going to recommend it anyway. I recommend one private lesson each week to help you with your writing, especially, maybe even pronunciation. I don't know what your speaking is like, but your writing, I think we could work on one practice test each week, and I can error correct that practice test during our lesson. It takes about an hour to do it, and I can tell you kind of what your problems are there. So that would also be very helpful. So I think the 3-month TOEFL course, maybe one TOEFL private lesson each week during your 3 months, and I think that's definitely going to get you where you need to be. If you want to find out about my TOEFL private lessons, you can go over to bettertoeflscores.com, and right at the top you'll see one of the tabs that says TOEFL private lessons. I charge $50 per hour for one lesson, one private face-to-face lesson by Zoom. All right, and thank you for doing this practice test.